Well, everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year's. So it is that time. It is that time when we write down our New Year's resolutions and start the new year off with a bang. So one of my many resolutions for 2024 is to get my middle split. I can get pretty far down there, but I don't have my full middle split right now. I have gotten it in the past, and when I did get it, I was working on it consistently every single day. My main focus has been backbending, and I'm still focusing on backbending. And through backbending, technically we do work a little bit on middle splits because we really have to open up our hip flexors and hips and all of that. But I have not been targeting those inner thigh muscles to strengthen and stretch my middle splits on a regular basis. So it's the beginning of 2024. I'm ready to get back on it. Now, before we get into it, here is my opinion about middle splits as someone who has observed many people that I didn't think could ever get their middle split, including myself. I think some people do have that natural opening here and are able to just slide into it more easily with just a little bit of stretching. But for the rest of us, if it doesn't come naturally to you, I do think it is a healthy balance of stretching and strengthening. So many videos on YouTube just have you sit in stretches for a long period of time. And while that is super helpful, if you don't strengthen the areas as well, one, you could possibly potentially get injured, which is what happened to me a few years ago. I got a really bad groin injury. Or two, your muscles are not going to support you stretching deeper into a pose. By strengthening your muscles, you're kind of saying like, hey, I got you. You can relax here. We're strong. We're here to help. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, I don't want to make today's workout super crazy long. I just want to make it as quick as possible while still being effective. Also, because I know sometimes people don't have yoga blocks or straps or anything, today's workout will be completely prop free. Although I do recommend you have some water nearby or iced coffee. Does that count as water? There's ice in it, right, you guys? All right, today we're gonna start on our bum, and let's just start by opening up the hips via rocking the knees side to side. Start to tune into your breath here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Next time both knees are on over to the right, we're gonna go into a little twist, looking over your right shoulder. Release, look forward again, shoot your legs forward, sweep the arms up, and let's dive down into a forward fold. Now remember, this is the first forward fold of the day. We're just kind of saying hello to those hamstrings. So if you're not ready to grab your feet, that's okay. Go for your knees, your thighs, whatever you want. We're gonna take a few moments to rock side to side here, remembering to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm a big believer in breathing, especially as being someone who holds my breath all the time and lives in constant New York City living anxiety. I think a simple breath could be the difference between an inch or two more of space, getting an inch or two closer to that middle split. So always remember to breathe, and if you forget, it's okay. That's why I'm here, right? That's why we're tuning into this video. Next, exhale, release your head and neck, release your hands. Start to round up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Place your hands behind you again, bend those knees, start knocking side to side one more time. This time, both knees are gonna drop to the left, and we're gonna go into our twist from there. ready to release. This time, bring those feet together. You can bring your feet however close or far away you want to go from your crotch. I'm going to bring mine to a nice halfway point. I have sensitive knees. Also, it's still early. Grab a hold of your ankles, pull your chest forward, lower from the chest first, and then relax your head and neck down. Rock side to side. Next exhale, start to round up slowly. For now, stay in this position. Take a gentle press against your thighs, pushing those legs a little closer to the ground. From here, start to fight back. So you're pressing and pushing at the same time. PNF, PNF, baby. Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Oh my gosh, she remembered. Keep pressing. On your exhale, release the press of your thighs, but let your hands win, shooting your legs a little closer to the ground. We're going to go in for one more round of that. So engage those thighs, start pressing into your hands. Press, 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 press. And release. Good. Re-grab those ankles one more time. Pull that chest forward. Look up. Hold a straight spine for as long as you can. And then relax. Okay to round here. Next, exhale, release the head and neck. Round up. From here, we're going to come on over to our left side. Let me just make sure my water/iced coffee is out of the way. And I'm going to come all the way on my side, place my head in my hands, my palm on the floor. Scoot your legs so they're slightly in front of you and make sure they're stacked one on top of the other. From here, top leg is going to turn out slightly, and we're going to point and lift, flex and lower. Don't think of this as a kick. Think of it as a controlled lift and lower. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. We have two more. And last one. Now, before you relax that leg, point the foot. We're going to make 3 big circles, reaching forward, trying to point that toe at every side of the room. And then reverse 3 big circles the other way. Good. Restack the legs. Drag the knees forward. You're in a sideways chair position. From here, we're going to go into some clamshells. So you're just going to lift and lower that top leg. Sorry, New York City living. There are sirens outside. That's why most of my videos usually have a VO. There's just so much noise here. Cool. Next time those legs are together, lift the feet up. From here, we're going to open and close, open and close. For 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, from here, we're going to open, shoot that top leg out, bring the feet together again, and close. Open, shoot the top leg out, feet together, and close. For 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Close the feet together, knees together. Drop the feet to the ground. From here, press on up and open into a straddle. All right, before you open into your widest straddle, you're gonna be in more of a wide V-shaped position. From here, reach your arms up high overhead. We're gonna lift and lower the right leg 10 times, lifting and lowering for 10. The only thing that should be moving is the leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Notice how I'm not really rolling back as I lift this leg. I'm staying as tall and as straight as possible. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now both legs at the same time, lifting and lowering for 10. You might have to lean back a little bit this time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. If you need to shake it out, shake it out. Now you can open a little wider. And from here, just start rocking side to side. We're opening up those hips a little more. Next time you're in the center, pause. All right, arms will reach out to the side. From here, we're gonna flex a foot, bend the knee, then trying to stamp that heel forward, extending through the knee, point the foot. Other side, bend and press through the foot to point. Let's do it one more time, each side. And point. From here, a little side body stretch. Reach the right hand towards your left thigh. Left arm reaches up and out to the side. Now, I know you guys are gonna wanna go in for the glory of the pose. Relax, it's not about that. It's about feeling a deep stretch along your rib cage. Try and make sure your left booty cheek stays glued to the ground. Also, don't let your chest concave forward because we are about to forward fold over that leg. So don't worry about it. You can drop down in a moment. For now, we're just holding the side body stretch, reaching that chest up to the sky. All right, exhale, come off. Now face that right leg. From here, flex, bend the knee, lower the chest. Try and keep your chest glued to this leg as you push that heel out and point. From here, we're going in for a nice forward fold. Any wiggles you need, take them right now. If you've forgotten to breathe, remember breathing, good things, so super duper important. Next exhale, start to come up, open the arms, side body stretch on the other side. This is definitely my bad side. I have like a slightly crooked sacrum, so this butt cheek, I don't know if you guys can see it, it really wants to come off the ground. So from here, I just shove it back down. Maybe my right arm doesn't reach as far, that's okay. I feel more when I'm up here, and it's all about feeling the stretch. Open up through center. Face that left leg. Bend the knee, flex the foot, fold over. Keep that chest low as you straighten, point, and relax on down. Wiggling, rocking, anything that will open up that hamstring. Next exhale, round to come up. All right, a couple forward folds. So we're gonna try and keep our spine as straight as possible. I do this a lot. Why? Because it's super helpful. Today, arms can stay to the side, or if you really want to challenge yourself, bring your arms overhead. We're gonna lower ourselves down the moment we feel our spine start to round. Stop, don't go that far. Lift back up. We're only doing 5. Use your strength. Don't cheat yourself, you guys. Don't cheat yourself. If you're going like this, that's not using your strength, right? If you go like this, nice straight spine, you really have to engage those legs to lift back up. Let's do 5 more together. Lowering and lifting for 5, for 4, for 3, keep straightening through the arms, for 2, and 1. Cool. Release those arms, dive on down, relaxing your forward fold. Again, just like when we did each leg, you can rock side to side here. And I know I said no blocks today, and that stands true, but if you do have yoga blocks and your straddles are super easy for you, you can always place some blocks under your heels to make all of this more challenging. We're just gonna hang out here and breathe. Also, if you're newer to stretching and you have a really hard time in your straddle, like say this is as far as you can forward fold, maybe grab a pillow, grab some books or stack some books, whatever you got. Try and get yourself comfortable here. We want to tell our nervous system that this is no big deal for us. We can hang out here all day. Not really. How about 5 more seconds? Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 4 more seconds. 3 more. 2 more. On 1. Lift yourself out of there. If you need water, grab it, shake those legs out. All right, from your straddle, turn on over. Head back in hands. Legs slightly forward, top leg slightly turned out, and we're just lifting and lowering, pointing as we lift, flexing as we lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, point through the foot, 3 big circles each way. Reaching forward, back and around first. 2 more. Oh, are you hearing all sorts of cracks? I know I am. As you circle, again, your body should not be moving with your leg. It's really just your leg moving, trying to isolate it. Last one, and restack the legs. Knees come forward. We're just lifting and lowering, opening and closing in our clamshells for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Are you starting to feel a little heat in the top butt cheek? I am. 2 more. And 1. Legs stay together. Lift the feet up. And from here, we're opening and closing for 10. We're doing 12 of each thing if you haven't guessed it yet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And last exercise in this series, lift the knee, straighten the leg, tap the toes and closed, lift, and straighten, tap, and close for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Shake it out. We're going to go into some lunges. All right. So I'm going to start, let me start on my right leg. I always start on my right leg, so let's do that. I always like starting in a downward dog. It's just a great way to pedal out, neutralize the body. From here, let's just continue to open up that hip a little bit by bending the right knee, reaching it forward, out to the side, or rotate it around back. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then we'll reverse. Next time that knee is parallel with the other knee, you'll drag it forward, stamp it on the ground. You're in a low lunge. Slide your back foot back a little further so you're sinking more into your hips and rock forward and back. Again, if you're newer, this is a great time to put blocks under your hands if you have them. Again, I said no blocks today, so we're not going to do the block thing. We're just rocking forward and back. All right, next time you're in your neutral lunge, and by that I mean make sure this knee is over the heel and you can see your foot in front of it. We're going to relax the back knee down, untuck the toe, and walk up into our higher lunge. We're going to walk up so our body is stacked on top of our hips. Now from here, make sure you're square, meaning your left hip bone is facing down. The legs shouldn't be flagging outwards towards the back of the room. Your legs are like 2 train tracks. I know I've used that description before, but it's an oldie but goodie. And we're just sitting here. If your stomach is sort of arched forward, come up a little bit, hold the belly button in, and then try and hold that feeling as you sink the hips back down. Mine is just because I had a big breakfast. What can you do? All right, so stay low. From here, tuck the back foot, bring both hands to the front knee. I'm going to scooch that back foot in a little. And from here, we're going to try and keep our hips exactly where they are as we straighten the leg. From here, we're just going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Knee comes down, release the foot. From here, both hands on the inside of your right foot. Lift the knee again. You can either keep that foot pointed or tuck the toe. Whichever one you do, try and keep your hips low as you swivel to face forward. From there, your right knee goes to the ground. Restack everything so you're not too far away from that knee. Drag your left knee to meet your right. All right, so we are now on all fours. And from here, left knee lifts, stretch it out, rebend, tap it down, lift, stretch it out, rebend, tap it down. We have 3 more. The only thing that's moving should be that leg. 2 more. Last one. This time, as it lifts, slowly lower it down, slide out. You're in your half frog. Come down onto your forearms. And from here, we're rocking forward and back, working on creating more space. All right, when you're in the middle of the rocking forward and the rocking back, hold, squeeze those thighs, squeeze the butt. Come up onto your hands. Use your strength to slide those legs together. If you need water, grab water. We're going to go into the lunges on the other side. All right, time to do our left leg. So we come back into that downward facing dog. Take a moment to re-pedal out. And then this time, after you reach both heels back, your left knee will come forward, out and around. Again, this is just to continue to loosen those hips up. Only 3 each way. And then let's reverse for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees meet, left leg forward, rocking forward and back. All right, in a moment, we are going to even out the legs, tap the back knee down, release the foot, walk up that front thigh. Just sink down. Again, remember, come up a little bit, come up a little bit, second, and then sink back down. I like to even use my hands to kind of like press my upper body back. And of course, make sure you're breathing. All right, next exhale, tuck the back toe. We're going to lift the knee. Again, you're going to try and stay super low. As you lift, we're just going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower on 1, relax, both hands to the inside of your left foot. From here, again, you can keep that foot pointed and lift the knee or tuck. This time, I will keep the foot pointed and lift. And then
Oh, hello. Future editing Laurie here with you. So, fun fact, my camera stopped recording right now, so I am showing footage from the other side to remind you of what to do. We are coming on to all fours first, and then your right knee, obviously this is footage of my left knee, but your right knee would lift up, kick out, rebend, and close. Keep going 4 more times. And by the way, this is now the second time I've tried to make a longer flexibility training video, and the second time my camera has stopped for absolutely no reason. It still had plenty of battery, it still had plenty of space. I was so into my own thing, it took me like a minute or 2 to realize that I was not being filmed, and by then I thought I still had this exercise on camera, but I was incorrect. Anyway, I hope you did your 4 more, slid into your half frog. Now back to your regularly scheduled leg right now.
all right, I'm still here. My camera just totally stopped filming for no reason. Thank you, technology. We appreciate it here. So we're rocking forward and back. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, the whole point of this is to try and make space. So as you rock forward and back, see if you create more space, which causes maybe that right leg to slide a little further away from your body. Pause in the center. Just breathe. Hands on the ground. Use your strength to come up. Re-bend the knee. Shake it out. All right, before we get more into the actual middles, let's stretch those hips and quads out a little bit. So we're gonna come right into a pigeon pose. So pigeon pose, right knee comes forward, sneak that foot forward, and then yes, like ideally our front shin would stay parallel to whichever way we were looking at, but it's okay if that leg has to fold in a little bit as long as those hips stay square. Once again, square means that back hip can't be open, yeah? It's pulling down. From here, just to get our quad stretch on, let's pull the foot in and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, next one, hold it, tiny beats for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and left hand reaches up and around to grab that foot. Once you have that foot, see how close you can pull it into your back. Also, re-square off if you've started to turn down. Re-square off if you've started to turn outward as you reach back. So I'm looking forward. I'm just holding the quad stretch. I'm gonna rock side to side because it helps me open up a little more. Next breath or two, we're gonna release. And then shoot the leg back. So you're in a plank pose. And from here, knees come to the ground. I'm gonna face forward just so you can see me. We're gonna slide out into a double frog pose. So just like we were doing the half frogs before, now it's a double. And we're rocking forward and back again. So in your frog pose, try not to bring your feet too close together. This is still a great stretch, it's just different. Have the feet outwards like little froggy feet. Hence the name. Hence the namesake, the frog pose. Okay, pause in your rocking, and from here we're gonna try and keep our hips exactly where they are as we lift one foot up, lower to the ground, and then the other foot up. As you can see, I have to rock slightly forward, but I'm trying to keep it at a minimum. Let's go for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one, lower, and walk up, and pull those knees together. Let's face the left and go into our pigeon pose on the left. Squaring off. Yeah, and then our right foot starts to lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now holding it, pulsing it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the foot there. Again, I like to place my hand in my center line for more support, and then I lift my same arm as that leg back around, and if I can, I grab that foot, drag it closer to my butt. Wiggle, rock, do whatever you need. Next exhale, start to release it, and again, press on up, and from here, we'll press back into downward dog, step the left foot forward, face forward, so we're in a wide-legged forward fold, and from here, let's figure 8, swivel those hips out. Pause with 2 straight legs. Walk on over to your right leg, pull your chest closer, go in for a forward fold. Release, drag your hands to center, come on over to the left side. Finally, face forward, lift a little bit, and then relax forward. If you want to get a little deeper here, you can use your hands on the back of your heels to pull your head through your legs. Release your hands, bend the knees, round up. All right. Oh, I'm off frame a little bit. Okay, before we go into the full middle split, let's just come into a second position and rock side to side. Hold in your neutral second position, press through your right hand, twist to the left. And then reverse. Face forward, stack your body, sink low again, sink low again. We're almost done with this whole workout. So we're just gonna hold this position for 10. Squeeze your butt, 9. Keep those knees floating backwards, but not too far. Ooh, no support. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hands come to the ground. We're going in for that middle split. I'm gonna start weaseling my toes out to the side. As soon as they won't go anymore, I slide as far as I can go. From here, when I can go no more, I like to arch and round. Arch and round. Again, I'm trying to find that space. And then when I feel somewhat comfortable, I come into what my middle split is right now, and I hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, get out of there whatever way you can. We're gonna do one more before this workout is over. So I'm using my hands to close my legs. Try and use your strength to close your legs. Wiggle it out. Take another sip of water. We're gonna come up again. And by the way, I know that you can also roll into your middle split through a straddle, but I don't wanna do that today simply because I like working on the strength aspect right before I go into the stretching aspect. So we're gonna come back into that stupid second position pose, and we're gonna hold it for 10 more counts. Oh my gosh, she's so mean. Stack the body, we're here for 10. Do whatever you want with the arms, just don't use them for support. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hands come to the ground on 1, and again, wiggle those feet out, start to slide, see if you can find more space. See, it's easier the second time, you guys. That's why it is good to hold things, right? It gets easier and easier. Find a comfortable middle split position and hold for 10. 9, try and align your hips with your heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, get out of there. So hard. Why? Kidding. All right, let's have a super quick cool down before we end this video and my camera decides to stop filming at random. My camera has seen better days, you guys. My camera has seen better days. So just like we started, we're rocking the legs side to side. And now I never want my legs to have to open again ever. So just stack one knee on top of the other. Try and have your shins parallel with the front of the room. Grab your ankles. Again, deep breath forward. Get long through the spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Try and relax your chin on your knee. Next exhale, come up. Let's switch. The other knee comes on top. Grab a hold of those ankles. Pull the chest forward, lower down. And come on up. And that is it. That's your workout. I'm trying to look at the time. Not too long, I think. I didn't check the time when I started this, but I think it should be about a half hour, which is perfect. It's not too little, so you're barely doing the workout, but it's not so long that you're like, oh, I just don't have the time. So half hour, if you can do a half hour a day, 5 days a week, that's amazing. I have some other pancake middle split videos that you can do too if you ever want to switch it up. They have similar exercises, but all of them are a little different. If you gained value from this video, I really would appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. It really super supports me. I put a lot of work and effort into these videos. Also, I love answering your requests, or trying to answer your requests. I can't always do it, as all these different spaces aren't always available to me, or sometimes there's family home, so I do the best I can, but I love to try and fulfill your requests. So if you have any, please enter them in the comments below. That is all for today. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's slay those 2024 goals. Until the next time, have a fit and fabulous day. Bye-bye.